Some things disappear so quietly that we don't notice when they're gone. Not at first. At the dining table, there was always an extra chair, pulled slightly away, never touched. No one asked about it. It had been there for years, long enough to become invisible. Every evening, the plates were placed carefully. The food was warm. Steam rose slowly, then faded. The room was full, yet something was missing. And still, that chair stayed empty. At first, he told himself it was nothing. Just an old habit. Just furniture that never got moved. But habits carry memories. Even the quiet ones. Once, that chair had a voice. A laugh that arrived before the food did. Questions asked with genuine interest. Stories that stretched longer than dinner. Someone used to sit there, talking about the smallest things, turning ordinary days into shared moments. Back then, time felt generous. Endless, even. But life got busy. Days filled up. Messages turned shorter. Conversations were postponed. "We'll talk later," he used to say. Not tonight. There's always tomorrow. And tomorrow always felt close enough to trust. Until it wasn't. The chair stayed. The person didn't. At first, he noticed the silence. Then he learned to live around it. Eventually, he stopped noticing at all. Because noticing meant remembering. And remembering meant admitting that something important had slowly slipped away. Some nights, he ate quickly, barely tasting the food. Other nights, he sat longer than necessary, staring at a space no one occupied anymore. Sometimes his eyes drifted to that chair, without him realizing why. And for a brief moment, he almost expected someone to be there. He wondered when it happened. The exact day. The exact conversation that was skipped. The moment when later quietly turned into never. But loss doesn't arrive dramatically. It doesn't knock. It doesn't warn. It settles in softly. Between unanswered calls, missed dinners, and the assumption that time will wait. The chair never moved. One evening, he stood holding it. Thought about pushing it into the corner. Thought about reclaiming the space. Thought about pretending it had never mattered. But his hand stopped halfway. Because removing the chair felt final. And he wasn't ready for final. So it stayed. And that was the moment he understood. The chair wasn't empty because someone left. It was empty because he had stopped showing up. Long before they stopped coming. Not all distance is physical. Some distance grows quietly. While we sit right across the table, he realized the chair wasn't accusing him. It was reminding him of moments he thought were small, of conversations he believed could wait, of love he assumed would always be there. The chair didn't demand anything. It didn't ask questions. It just stayed, holding space for what once mattered. A quiet reminder of conversations unfinished, of apologies delayed, of love assumed instead of shown. Some absences shout, others whisper, and some sit silently at the table every night, teaching us, without words, that love doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for presence. That people don't disappear all at once. They fade when we stop noticing. And one day, we look around and realize the chair was always empty. But now, so is the space it left behind.